Here's the unemployment choo-choo. All right, Jeff, we're back here on the unemployment choo-choo, second podcast of the week, and, you know, there's a lot that I want to get to. We might not even get to it, Jeff, because we've kind of hit a wall, and that wall started with the REHEATZA. And basically, you know, I called it out for being a fugazi, and we played the commercial, which we're going to play again coming up. But you have been diligently investigating these REHEATZA reviews, and what are you finding?
I'm finding that this product isn't the home run that we thought it was, or that at least I thought it was, because you know me. You're not a big leftover guy.
No.
Me, I'm the guy that's going to...
You're leftover Larry.
Look, it's going to last me for a couple of days, okay?
You will make it...
Not every day.
You will make a chicken, and you will literally keep it in the refrigerator for a month and make chicken salad, chicken nuggets, breaded chicken. You will do 15... I've never seen anyone do shit like that with you. It's unbelievable, really.
And you know what? And I see this REHEATZA, and when I saw the infomercial, you know, sometimes you leave the TV on, you wake up in the middle of the night, and then I saw this, and it just kept me up. I was in awe, but looking at all of these reviews on the REHEATZA, I mean, somebody said, toss this on the reject heap. The reject heap?
Well, listen, let's do this. Before we get into the reviews, for those people who maybe missed the last podcast, let's get them up to par here. And let's play our REHEATZA commercial so people can get excited about it, only for us to piss on their dreams.
That leftover pizza is soggy again. Yuck. There's no crunchy taste to that food. What you need is REHEATZA, the new microwave crisping and reheating miracle. Now turn last night's leftover dinner into a crispy, crunchy winner. Best of all, the custom-vented lid circulates heat evenly, infusing flavor into food, and the non-stick surface means everything wipes clean with ease. Even make toasted grilled cheese that's crispy outside, gooey and delicious inside. Get that crispy crunch you crave right from the microwave with REHEATZA.
Total bullshit.
Well, first off, what a great voice he has.
Yeah, he does have a good voice. You're right. You're right.
What a pretty set of pipes. And you know, when you're hearing him, it really gets you hyped up.
By the way, his name's Dan Gill. Dan Gill,
yeah.
Just so you know, yeah.
And nobody hates a Gill.
No, you're right. You're right. Nobody hates a Gill, but then again, with his shit product, apparently it has misled not only you, Jeff, but it has misled many people. Now, you said it belonged on the garbage heap. Was that the word you used? What was the word?
Yeah, garbage heap, it said. Junk, what a waste of money. Wish I could select 0 stars.
Wow.
Somebody said I bought this through Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh.
It's got awful. I have a million things to say negative about this company. Yes, I'll tell you what. No worksa. So, you know, I'll tell you what.
So wait, they're saying the REHEATZA no worksa?
No worksa on the REHEATZA. See what they did there? It was a total dad joke that you could have used. It was lobbed up for something like you, and you didn't take it. You didn't take that dad joke, and you should have had it in your holster ready to go, and you didn't.
Well, see, you know what? I was going to tell you, but I guess you overtalked me, because when you said that joke, I was going to say, REPizza that. Get it?
I like no worksa better. Sorry.
You like no worksa better than REPizza?
Stick with telling people celebrity birthdays, okay, pal?
Oh, well, by the way, we have some exciting celebrity birthdays coming up, okay? So you better...
And, by the way, we didn't plan that, just so you know.
No. Well, you know what we did plan, Jeff? These REHEATZA reviews. Now, are there any positive REHEATZA reviews? Is there any middle of the road? Or are they just shitting on the REHEATZA?
Somebody likes cooking bacon on it, so you know
okay.
he must be rotund.
He must be 800 pounds, yep.
When you need bacon that bad that you're tossing it in the microwave.
In the REHEATZA?
In the REHEATZA, yes.
And by the way, for you to have enough desire to not only do that, but then to write a review about how you eat bacon on the REHEATZA.
After you microwaved it?
Yeah, he must be unemployed.
You're filled with goo. Yes.
You're filled. What is up with you and goo today? You're a real gooey Gus. You've mentioned goo a few times. You said goo the other day.
What was the other day that I said goo? When did goo come up the other day?
Remember you said something about when we were talking about the REHEATZA and grilled cheese, and I said something about liking crunchy, and you said stay away from crunchy and stay gooey. Like, you've had goo on your mind a lot this week. You've mentioned goo several times.
Well, I'm glad that you have a checklist of the times that my goo talk comes up, and you marked it down, and you'll remember.
Yeah, I know goo. I got. Well, do you know why? I'm glad you brought that up. I can't even believe I'm going to be talking about this, but you brought it up. Do you know why the word goo sticks out to me?
No, tell me.
You're a little older than me, so you're not going to maybe remember this. But do you remember a show called My Brother and Me?
I don't remember My Brother and Me. No.
It was on Nickelodeon, and every time I hear the word goo, I think of goo.
You think of two brothers?
I do. I think of two brothers. One of the brothers is named Goo.
Why?
I don't know. Actually, Google My Brother and Me. You'll check it out. And when I hear goo, I specifically remember a song. And I remember I used to sing this in school, and people must have thought I was crazy. It was called Gooey Gooey Goo Punch.
What is wrong with you?
Well, no. And you think I'm making this up? I'm gonna play a little bit of Goo Punch. It's called Get Gooin' with Goo Punch. Here's Goo. He's getting excited. He's getting ready to sell his goo. Here he goes.
1 + 1 is always 2. I'm the goo with a treat for you. My goo punch goes with any snack. So you bang that, cause it's the goo attack. Goo! 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 Oh, goo.
Ready?
Come on, everybody.
That's unbelievable.
Goo punch.
Say it with me. Goo Punch. Goo Punch.
I might not know about this show.
This is the first time you've ever heard of.
It's the first time I ever heard of it. I'm looking up. It only lasted one season.
Oh well, they beat it. They beat it to death with reruns then, because it felt like it was on forever.
And Milton Goo.
Milton Goo, that's it. Milton Goo. They called him Goo. Yes.
I'll tell you, it had 13 episodes. It lasted one season in the mid '90s. There.
Yeah,
So
I think it was 1994.
Yeah, so in the mid '90s, you were learning about goo, huh?
And that's why. See, and that's why maybe my goo radar is kind of heightened, because I remember goo. I remember Goo Punch, and every episode he would rap about goo. And
when somebody just brings up goo, like if somebody brought up goo to me in passing, I would just move along. I wouldn't think anything of it. But with you remember one television show that lasted one season in 1994, and goo has been burned into your brain.
Oh, I can't stop thinking about goo. As a matter of fact, when somebody brings up goo, I think of goo. I think of Goo Punch. And he, the reason is because I remember, and it's, again, this is so weird, but they thought I was being sexual in school, and I was too young to know what that stuff was, and I was in Miss Trzynski's class, and I would walk around and I would sing like, I'm the man with the goo, let me give you that goo punch, and then, I got in trouble. I actually got...
Were you one of the kids that was a little behind when it came to the sexual stuff in school?
Oh, don't tell me you knew at 8 years old what goo was. Don't tell me
And all the kids were a little ahead of the game.
Well, no, the kids weren't ahead of the game. We all loved My Brother and Me. We all sang Goo Punch. It's not like I was the only one singing Goo Punch.
So where did the sexual connotation come from?
Miss Trzynski, I guess, she had a dirty goddamn mind.
So the teach knew all about the goo.
The teach knew about the goo. And again, I just to get you in the mood one more time, ladies and gentlemen, 1 + 1
is always 2. I'm the goo with a treat for you.
I got
My
goo.
Goo punch goes with any snack. So you bang that, cause it's the goo attack. Goo! Goo!
Come on, man, that's awesome. So, like, I would.
And Trzynski just came back from lunch break with the gym teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. As a matter of fact, there was an episode where Goo and his brother were detectives, And I distinctly remember a whole episode where he talked about his clue goo. And clue goo was, Goo's clues, And so I just thought, Goo's got clues. Let me get some of that clue goo. And I just never understood why she was so adamant and just so against goo in general. I thought maybe she just hated goo.
No. See, the problem is she loved goo.
Yep.
And every time you brought up the goo, it would get Trzynski going. So every time the goo talk happened,
So she knew about goo.
She was ready. She knew.
Well, of course she knew about goo, because why would she get offended? Everyone was thinking about my brother and me. She's thinking about goo with Mr. Alvin Takis. And I distinctly remember her and Mr. Al did eventually get married, if my memory serves me correct.
So did you ever think she was probably sitting there in the classroom covered in goo and you didn't even realize it? So every time you brought up goo,
it would just bring her back to 15 minutes ago, Mr. Al in the teacher's lounge.
Oh, the teacher's lounge it is.
Well, I mean, where else are you going to get gooed? You can't get gooed in class. If you're going to get gooed, especially in a school, you got to get gooed in the lounge. Wouldn't you think? Where else are you going to get gooed?
You're going to get gooed in a locker room.
You can't get gooed in a locker room. There's students there.
Well, what if it's while they're in gym class? Out there doing the V sit and reach or playing dodgeball.
So you're telling me kids playing dodgeball, the gym teacher leaves, and then Miss T gets gooed?
She's in home ec class. She slips in there.
Now, see, I could see you getting gooed in home ec. Yeah, I could see that.
She eats a little slice of angel food cake, and then,
and gets gooed.
And gets good.
So let me ask you, now that you have become aware of this, is this something that you might investigate? Were you going to watch a goo? Are you going to learn about goo?
You know what? I can get gooed for 13 episodes.
You want to get gooed? That's good, right? You can get gooed.
Yeah, I love being good gooey.
Oh, you're getting gooed, baby.
Here's the unemployment choo-choo.
All right, Jeff, one of our favorite things to do every week is to inform the good people here on the Unemployment Choo-Choo of just happy birthdays.
Look, and here's the thing, and I know there's shows that do this every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of their thing.
Yep.
Where no matter if it's people you don't know or people you've never heard of, it's celebrity birthdays, and we like to inform you so you can maybe put it down there in your marble notebook, stick it in your trapper keeper for next year, and celebrate these birthdays.
Well, and if you listen, you could take notes, like Jeff said, and then you will know, after listening for a year, the birthdays of all the celebrities in the whole wide world.
So think about it. You're driving into work, okay? You're tired. It could be a little dark.
Mm-hmm.
So you get on your phone, and basically you text and drive, or you write it down, all these celebrity birthdays, so that you have it and you're well informed.
Holy shit. I cannot believe this, Jeff. Do you remember when I said we were going through the birthdays and I was excited about it?
Yes, yeah. I think you screamed, ah!
There's somebody at the bottom of this page that I totally missed. And you will know when I say this person's name why it's such a big fucking deal.
Okay. All right.
I'll just give you a hint and say this person is 76, okay?
I'll tell you what. When you build up suspense with celebrity birthdays, it really makes the whole podcast.
Well, I'll tell you what. Should we start our happy birthday song?
You should start it. And you should start it right now.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Cumpleaños, Benny. All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. Well, we have a lot of celebrity birthdays, Jeff, and I'm going to save the best for last. But there's a lot of great ones here. Let's start off with our good friend, Carissa Alvarado.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's from Us, the Duo. They do top hits of the year medleys every year for ABC.
Okay.
All right.
And that's actually written in there for people to read on the radio?
That is written in there for people to read on the radio. And so